What's up, YouTube? Okay, got a couple of Wi-Fi battles for tonight. I may get more than one up, but we'll just see how things are going. Okay, firstly, let's cover the last video's question of the day. Now, I believe I asked how many Arceus types there were. Now, there's actually 18, but there's also 19 if you include the question mark one that you could get from, I think it was an Action Replay in 4th Gen. But if you said 18 or 19, you were most certainly correct. Okay, so since we did forms for the last question, let's do another one. For today's question, how many Flotet forms are there? Leave your comment in the comment section. Also, if you got any like sets you'd like me to try out or anything, that can be any sort of. I prefer some lower sort of tier stuff, but just go for it. Leave it in the comment section. If you like this sort of thing, make sure you drop a like on the video as well. Okay, so thanks for all the people that turned up for my stream yesterday. Unfortunately, I had to. Unfortunately, it stopped a little bit pretty early due to some absolute bullshit with some false flagging and a lot of just BS stuff. So I just decided I'm going to move my streams back to YouTube. So nothing really too massive change, and more people will get to watch it anyway. So. That's all good. I'm not going to really go on about that too much because there's no point, and I'm pretty much over it. Anyway, let's get to this battle. I had a couple of good ones last night. So this was a mono ghost team, which is interesting, and there were some really freaking crazy sets in this. And also, this is my new team as well. I hope you like it. It's a mix of pokes for sure. I got some NU, Little Cup, and NFE, and I sort of kept my I've kept my team going using new Pokemon every single time, so it's been a good challenge. It took me a while to come up with this team because I've used so many of the like the Pokemon in it and stuff. Okay, anyway, so we've got a Cofferegus lead, and I'm leading with my Beat It. Now this is a really interesting set. Like, it can be really good and trolly, but in other sort of terms, it can be really bad if it actually doesn't work. So I'm going for beat up here. 6 beat ups straight off the bat. Does about half to Cofferegus, which is really good. I don't get the flinch there, which sucks. I'm actually carrying a Razor Fang on this set, so it's a bit of a little bit of a fun set. It doesn't always work, but sometimes it works. It's just, yeah, it's quite risky to use because it can just get one-shotted by pretty much anything. It's very frail defenses, and you're not running Everlight or anything like that on it. So I did cop the Burnware, which sucks, but I thought, well, might as well try and take this Cofferegus with me. I can get as many beat-ups on it and flinches as I can to take it out. I don't know, I was just trying out some fun little sets. A good little fact about Sneasel too, the only real difference between the male and female is that, see the top little, I guess it's like, it almost looks like a feather, but it's not. On the head it's slightly shorter with the female and longer with the male. Okay, so I get the flincher, which is good, and I'm just going to continue to beat up this Coffin. It's not doing much, but it's hitting a lot of times, which is good. The differences between something like Minccino and Sneasel. Mincino's got a lot more bulk as well, which it can actually take a hit. And being a normal type, it's only weak to one thing as well, fighting. So generally, it can take one hit. So even if it doesn't actually work, it can sort of do that. And Sneasel really only has one multi-attacking move as well, and it also depends on the amount of Pokemon you actually have in your team. So say so at the moment I've got like 6 Pokemon going in my team. Say if I lost 2, then it would only be hitting like 4 times, and that makes a big difference because then you've got a lower chance of flinching and doing less damage. Okay, so Cofferegus does eventually die, which is good, and unfortunately I'm burned though. So I was hoping that I could get through most of this team with Sneasel, but to no avail really. Okay, so out comes Bennett, and I knew straight away that it would be Mega Bennett, and I knew Shadow Sneak was sort of coming my way, but I didn't really want to swap anything into it on my team. I was happy there to get like a free swap in, and I could change the momentum in this battle if I really sort of just let it die here. Okay, so Sneasel did great there. That was good. Got rid of Cofferegus. Great. Bloody defensive, all that thing. Okay, now into Dory here. Now I'm not fearing like anything really from this thing. I know that I can take at least 1 hit because I'm quite bulky. I made this like a bulky set. This went straight for Surf because I wasn't really sure what it was going to do. there, but it's going to go for Phantom Force. So I went for Surf again. I just live there pretty much because I'm max health, and Surf does a nice chunk to it, about half there, which is good. And the Twisted Dimension is turned to normal, but once again it does have priority Shadow Sneak, and that's going to take my Luminion out, which sucks, but that's all good. Luminion's been fun to use actually. I've got a couple of battles with it. Now, straight into Manfell here. I guess I was praying that he wasn't running Will-O-Wisp, but that was sort of wishful thinking as well. I was hoping it was a more physical set, but it didn't seem to be. Even though it wasn't, I got knockoff on it anyway, so I know that I can pretty much take it out with another knockoff. But then it had Destiny Bond too, so Prankster is really helping this one out. So I can have Prankster, Destiny Bond, and Will-O-Wisp. And that's going to be enough to take it out and also me out at the same time, which sucks. So that Mega Banette was a real problem for my team, wiping out like 2 of them too, and I only pretty much got 1 down there. Anyways, so I thought this would be an opportune time to swap in my Torkoal here, depending on what sort of came in, and it was a Duskull, so I knew there would be an Everlight set. It would have like nice defenses, but I know that its health's going to be really shoddy, and even at its fully evolved form, its health is still shoddy. I think it's only, it doesn't even make 3, I think it just makes 300, or it's just below it. I went for the Shell Smash anyway. It's going to throw up a substitute, which is interesting. I couldn't really predict what was going on here because the Duskull can run like lots of sets. It could run like even a crazy curse set. I wanted to get rid of that sub anyway, just to so I could expose the Duskull. And I had Psych Up, which was really interesting. So it's actually copied my stats. I wasn't sure what moves it was running. Hopefully the person can tell me what like their set was. I'd be interested to know. And I take it out there with a crit. I'm pretty sure I would have done solid damage to it anyway. It would have got very close to taking it out. I'm not too sure. It also had like damage from a substitute. Okay, so he brings Frostlass, and I just went Frostlass out and goes into Chandelier to get the Flash Fire boost. So good play there. But I was wondering like what it would actually do. Maybe it's going to go for a Shadow Ball, but it went for Heat Wave instead. So it sort of got the Flash Fire boost there. I went straight for Earth Power here. And that's going to be super effective taking the Chandelier out, so that was good. But I took some like heavy damage there with a Flash Fire Heat Wave. Okay, out comes the Miss Megas. Now, I know Miss Megas has great, well, it doesn't have great, it's got, for sweeping Pokemon, it's got nice special defense, so I knew it sort of leave that one. And even after a Shell Smash, Torkoal was definitely not unbeatable. Its speed is still quite, it can still be easily outsped by a Choice Scarfer, even a really high base speed Pokemon outspeed it, and it also isn't hitting like amazingly hard either. I sort of went for like fire. I was half thinking of running Fire Blast on it, but I thought no, I want to run Flamethrower just in case it sort of missed. Okay, so out comes Frostlass here, and it's going to outspeed me and go for a Shadow Ball. That's prime example there, outsped even with a Shell Smash up. Okay. Now that takes me out. So I was like, oh, what's this item? And Frostlass has a Sticky Bulb. I was like, what the hell? Okay, anyway, so I went to Uxie here just to make sure, like, that I could take this thing out. It's going to go for Switcheroo, and it actually gives me the Sticky Bulb. And it got my Chesto Berry. So very original sets throughout this whole battle. With especially the Pokemon, which really good. I enjoyed a lot of these sets. It's good to see. I've never actually seen anyone use Sticky Bulb in a Wi-Fi battle. Like so far, and especially on Frostlass of all Pokemon. Okay, so I got the Toxic up. That was really my main sort of aspect to do for Frostlass, just in case bad things happen later on. I just went for Psystrike there to get some damage, which is good. I knew it wasn't going to do like lots. I might actually, Psystrike has actually messed me up in the last few battles. I may actually just run Psychic. So I get hit by the Sticky Bulb there, and Shadow Ball is going to have enough to sort of take me out, but that's fine. Uxie has done its job by laying that Toxic on Frostlass. Okay, so my last Pokemon here is Regigigas. Now, since I was half thinking here, okay, well, I can easily take it out, but now I'm like, no. I think this thing, I knew this thing could have Destiny Bond, and it did have Destiny Bond. And because I fell for that one before, and I wasn't going to fall for it again. I just went for Rest because that was my second only status move I had, and I was at full health, so it didn't really matter. And the Toxic actually takes Frostlass out, so that was good. I was lucky to. It was a good prediction anyway. Even if I sort of, chose to stall out any other way, it would have gone down to Toxic anyway. So that was good that I got that before. But thank you for the battle. I'm not too sure who that was. I can't really remember the username now, but if you have a YouTube account, make sure you leave a comment. Thank you for the very interesting battle and some really cool sets there. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope you guys enjoyed my new team and the opponent's team, of course, as well. Also, that question of the day, if you have forgotten it, how many Floatet types are there? Leave a comment in the comment section. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and if you have any sets you'd like me to try out or consider, leave them in the comments as well. I always sort of go through them. And most importantly, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. Peace out.